Good day. For In this project, we explore the inner workings of a convolutional neural network, which is trained on the IMNIS dataset. So, as you already know, IMNIS dataset is a classic dataset of handwritten digits, ranging from 0 to 9. CNNs are widely used in computer vision because they excel at identifying spatial hierarchies in images using layers of learnable filters. So the goal of this project is not only to train CNN to classify digits, but also to visualize um, what the model is learning. Okay, so particularly in the convolutional and the pooling layers. Okay, so by doing so, we gain valuable insights into how features are extracted, transformed, and used for decision making. Okay, so for this walkthrough includes building and training a CNN from scratch using PyTorch, visualizing feature maps or the activations from early and deeper layers, interpreting the effect of conditional filters and max pooling. So when through these visualizations, we can better understand how CNNs process input images, making this project a useful educational tool for well for those new to deep learning and model interpretation. Okay, so to start, um, okay, so in this section, we bring we bring the necessary libraries for deep learning and also the for data handling and visualization. So we use Torch Vision to download the MNIST dataset, as you can see here. So, well, as you can see in this data set, or well, as you already know, that it is a collection of 28 by 28 grayscale images s- of handwritten digits. So, when using data loader, um, we efficiently batch and shuffle the data for training and testing, which improves training speed and generalization. So, well, why are data loaders and batching important? Well, data loaders help break large data set into smaller batches. So the model trains faster and fits it into memory. So batching also introduces randomness, so which helps the model generalize better. So well, why does this setting to GPU? So obviously, so using a GPU or the CUDA massively speeds up the training process. So the model and data are moved to um, GPU if available. Else, well, if you don't have a GPU computing device, well, you will use CPU. Okay, so as you can see, what we have here is we have this transforms to tensor. Well, in this case, so what we have here is it converts the pixel values zero from 0 to 255 to 0 to 1. So well, then it will the image will be transformed into a PyTorch tensor, which is required for the model input. Okay, so so Okay, for for the second step, so here we define a simple convolutional neural network when it has two convolutional layers, the conv1 and conv2, to extract features like edges, shapes, or textures. So then we apply max pooling to reduce dimensionality while preserving important features. Then finally, we can use the two fully connected layers to predict the class label, obviously the 0 to 9. And well, in this section, builds the architecture of our CNN using PyTorch NN module. Okay, so how do convolutional layers extract features? Convolutional layers apply filters, okay, that detect patterns like edges or textures. So these filters learn to recognize important features during training. Then what we have here is we have activation functions, no, like ReLU. So ReLU introduces nonlinearity, allowing the model to learn complex relationships. Without it, the network would behave like a linear model. So as in here, we have max pooling. So max pooling reduces the size of the feature maps. Well, we already discussed this one in our previous lesson. So as a review, max pooling, um, well, it saves or which saves computational and help the computation and helps avoid overfitting by focusing on the important features. So max pooling or only get the highest values as long as it targets the 2 by 2 size, no, of the of this one, no, so on the max pool here, no. Okay, so next is so we have a flattened network here, no. Then next would be adding to the fully connected layer. Okay, so so this is our template for our architecture here. Then we will so then we will create our training section here. So in step 3 for training the model, so in this section, it trains the CNN model on the MNIST dataset. So we use the Adam optimizer here, which adapts the learning rate and the cross entropy. Okay. So next here is so the model is trained for a few epochs only, updating the weights based on how well it performs on each batch of data. Okay, so let's check each line here. Okay, so well, you already know what is epoch, right? So as a review, an epoch is a one complete pass over the entire data set, or it is a one training cycle, or one training cycle. So training for multiple epochs helps the model refine its weights for better accuracy. So what the optimizer and loss functions role here is that the optimizer, which is the Adam, adjusts the model weights to minimize the loss. So the loss function, or the cross entropy, measures how far off the predictions are from the true labels. And as you can see here, we have backward propagation here. Okay, so well, as you can see, we have forward and backward. So the forward pass, we have already have a forward pass here, no definition, no? And this is defined function here. So and we adapt or we add backward pass here. So the forward pass here calculates the predictions. So the loss is computed. The loss is computed, and the backward, as you can see, it is computed here. So we call the criterion, which is the cross entropy loss. Then we use the outputs of the image and then the label. So get the cross entropy loss on this one, and the loss is then computed, and the backward pass calculates the gradients. Okay, then gradients are used to um update model weights. Okay, so this is the training step, no, in our in this IPython notebook. Okay, so okay for this one. So well, this section here is this is a visualization step where we take a peek into the CNN. So we use forward hooks. So as you can see here, no. So we have these forward hooks. We have these functions here. So what this forward hooks role is that we use forward hooks to capture the outputs of the activation functions, okay, of the conv1 and conv2, and obviously the max pool, okay, in this case, no? During a forward pass, that's why we term it forward hooks. So we get the output of each this one, no, in each layer, okay. And then what else? And then okay, we get the activation, extract the activations, then we get the well, in, in this loop we plot these outputs as images, okay, to understand what each filter is learning. So from these filters, so we have these filters here. These filters are already set by the PyTorch NN module. So as in this case, in our template here, so we have 8 filters, okay, and we have a 3 by 3 kernel. So this is a 3 by 3 kernel here, and we have 8 filters. So once the image is passed to a convolutional neural network using these filters. So this is the output of the convolutional layer or layer one, no? So this is the output of the filter one, and these are the other outputs of those filters, no, the 8 filters. So it outputs edge detection. Um, it captures the edge, the lines. Well, the conv2 here, as you can see in this, based on the template here or the network, so we have 16 filters with 3 by 3 kernel, no? Or the filter size. So we have 16 here, no? We have a different filters, 16 different filters. Okay, so what? So these are the outputs of the second convolutional layer, wherein well it captures the abstract shapes and structures of the of the image. Okay, so as you can see, from here to Maxpool, so obviously what Maxpool does is that it extracts the highest value based on the size of the max pool. No? So we use 2 by 2. In this case, I think in our template, okay, so 2 by 2, okay. So we have a kernel size 2 and a stride 2 for the max pool, okay. So well, that's the output for the max pool. So this is our the visualization on how in one epoch. So this is the layers learned, no, in this case. Okay. So well, for now, this is a example laboratory for example laboratory exercise for topic topic 4. So well, just stay tuned on the activity or exercises for this activity regarding this topic, no. Okay.